80% of P6 students have difficulty solving these maths problem sums. Check out my solutions.
This question is modified from Tao Nan Prelim 2025 Paper 2, Question 8. Without further ado, let me quickly read the question to you. After Andrew gave 1/6 of his marbles away and Ben gave 1/8 of his marbles away, both of them had the same number of marbles left. The total number of marbles Andrew and Ben gave away was 144. How many marbles did both of them have all together at first? Okay, at one look, students will be scratching their head on what to do with this kind of question because obviously it involves fractions and whole numbers. And for this kind of question, may I submit to you to draw the model carefully so that you are able to see some hidden insights. So first of all, allow me to show you what kind of model you need to draw. So for Andrew, he says that he gave 1/6 of his marbles away. So let me draw the model here. Okay, I'm just going to write short form. A for Andrew, B for Ben. Okay, this is the model that I've drawn for Andrew because he gave 1/6 of his marbles away. So obviously I'm going to draw my model that's divided into 6 equal parts or visually same 6 parts. Okay, so long visually they look the same length is okay. Then because he gave 1/6 of his marbles away, this is the part that he gave away. So I'll denote gave away now here. And after that, for Ben, do not hastily quickly go and draw a model that's longer than Andrew and to show 8 parts because 1/8 of whatever Ben has might not be smaller than what the 1/6 that Andrew has. Reason is because you do not know the total that Ben has or Andrew has at the moment. They only give you the fraction. So what should you do? And if you do to examine the question closely, it says that both of them had the same number of marbles left. So what does that imply? So it implies that after Andrew gave away 1/6, whatever Andrew had left, which is 5/6 of his original, is equal to 7/8 of whatever Ben had originally. So what you can do is you draw 5/6, okay, you denote 5/6 of Andrew and you pull down the same length. And this same length apparently is 7/8 of what Ben has originally, meaning you have to divide this into 7 equal parts. Okay, this is my 7 equal parts that I've drawn for Ben, which is the same length as Andrew for 5 parts of Andrew. And because now I know how the one part is for Ben, the length for one part, you just draw similar length to denote the 8th part. So this is the one part is also whatever Ben gave away. So I'll just shade the part that both of them gave away. Okay, from the model you could see that 5/6 of Andrew. Okay, from the model you can see that 5/6 of Andrew apparently is 7/8 of Ben. So what should you do from here? May I submit to you one tip? Because both of them had the same number of marbles left, don't you think you should make the numerator of both fractions the same? So what should you do to make both numerator the same? So for 5/6, okay, you look at the numerator is 5. For Ben, the numerator is 7. So the lowest common multiple would be 35 for both. Alright, now you make both numerator the same. You'll be thinking, what denominator should you put? Okay, for this case 5/6, right, you ask yourself, how did 5 become 35? You multiply by 7. So since 5 multiplied by 7 give you 35, therefore 6 also need to multiply by 7. Alright, because 5 multiplied by 7 give you 35, therefore 6 need to multiply by the same number, in this case it's 7. So 6 times 7 equal to 42, therefore you write 42 here. Likewise for these fractions, how did 7/8 become 35 over what is the denominator? In this case, you ask yourself a logical question. How did 7 become 35? You multiply by 5. Since you multiply by 5 for 7, therefore 8 also need to multiply by 5. That will give you 40. Now both have the same numerator. Okay, you'll be thinking, why do you want to put same numerator? Reason is because both have the same number of marbles left. So if both have the same number of marbles left, it's best you put same numerator. Alright? Because this is a trick for PSLE Maths. I know this concept is quite hard for students to grasp. But you bear in mind, it says that both of them have the same numbers of marbles left, you make same numerator. So after you make the same numerator, you'll discover that Andrew apparently gave away how many units? Because originally Andrew has 1 whole, 42 over 42. So 42 minus 35 is 7. Likewise for Ben, 40 minus 35 will give you 5. In other words, Andrew gave away 7 units and Ben gave away how many? 5 units. So 7 plus 5 will give you 12. So now you can safely conclude that 12 units is equal to 144. Why? Because the number of marbles, the total number of marbles Andrew and Ben gave away is 144. Therefore, 12 units is 144. So now you can immediately find 1 unit. So 1 unit will be 144 divided by 12. That will give you 12 as well. And I've told students many times not to hurriedly write the answer for 1 unit in the answer. So what must you do now? You need to read the final statement in the question. The final statement say how many marbles did both of them have all together. So you need to examine. Okay, at first how many units did Andrew have? Andrew has 42 units. Okay, so Andrew has 42 units. And how many units did Ben has? 40 units. So 42 units plus 40 units, that'll give you 82 units. So how many marbles did both of them have at first? You need to find 82 units, isn't it? So number of marbles both of them have at first will be 82 multiplied by 12. That'll give you how many? 82 multiplied by 12, that'll give you 984. Okay, based on what my good friend calculator say. So in exam, do not go and do mentally 82 times 12. Okay, because you have access to calculator, please use your calculator. 82 times 12, you get 984. And because I've seen students, they take pride in their own mental sum. For 82 times 12, they'll do mentally, then end up get the wrong answer. So for students like this, I'll strongly encourage you to use your calculator and make sure you press the numbers correctly so that you will not get the wrong answer. So right now you can write the statement. You can say, therefore, number of marbles. Okay, so you can, once you get the final answer, you can write the final statement here. Therefore, number of marbles that both of them have at first is 984. So for PSLE, I'll strongly encourage students to always write their working step by step coherently. Make sure you write all your working in full details. And also the final statement, like they ask for number of marbles, how many marbles both of them have at first, please write this kind of statement down, which makes the marker very easy to give you marks, to award you marks. And write your working coherently. Because sometimes your final answer is wrong. Okay, you make careless mistake here, 82 times 12, you got the wrong answer. But because your working here are all mathematically correct and sound, so the marker will still award you marks because of your working, even though your final answer is wrong. Okay, bear that in mind. And do not lose innocent marks in exam just by anyhow write a working and you write very messy in exam. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys in your PSLE preparation, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching.